Memorial Day. First things first, I want to just say that today is about remembering those fallen servicemen and women who served our country and fought for our freedoms, and to the families of the surviving families of those servicemen and women. We thank you for the sacrifices that y'all made. We thank you for the sacrifice that your service member made for our country's freedoms. And that's what today is all about. So thank you so much, and we remember. Second of all, I decided to pop on live real fast just to kind of chat. I had a plan to put out a recipe video this weekend and share with you a dessert idea that you could take to a cookout, whether it's a Memorial Day cookout or a 4th of July cookout or just any kind of cookout, because it's the season of cookout right now. So, or the season of the cookout, the cookouts. I don't know, it's plural, but I tried to make it not plural. Poor grammar on my part. We're on summer break. Grammar is less important. But so I had big plans, big intentions. I filmed everything. And when it came time to test this recipe, to taste test this recipe, my husband and I took a couple bites of it, and it was a no-go. It was a hard pass on those things. It was just not good at all. So I decided to scrap that, and I didn't have anything prepared yesterday to upload. I don't have anything prepared to upload today. I do have a video where I unbox some different things that I have acquired over the past few weeks. And I also went through the KetoCon swag bag for the VIP swag bag. So I have that footage all available to me to edit. I just have not found the space of time to edit. And to be honest with you, right now I could be editing that video, but I decided to give you a wee update instead. So there is that. I'm sure loads of people are out having all kinds of fun, celebrating the day and enjoying their time with friends and family. And to that I say, that is fantastic. If you do watch the replay, I appreciate that. If you are new around these parts, I do a lot of keto-friendly content in the way of what I eat in a day videos, recipes, sometimes failed recipes, grocery hauls every now and again, just these kind of sit around and chat videos. So if you are new to me, that's what I offer. I would love to have you subscribe and hang around for a while. And for all of my returning viewers, I appreciate y'all so very much. This past month, I have pumped out more content. In April, I felt like I pumped out quite a bit of content compared to months prior to that. And it's a pace that I can't really keep up. So be looking for me to only maybe do like 1, maybe 2 videos per week as time progresses, because it is summertime, and that means that we are doing things and trying to engage fully with the delightful weather that we have. It's, you know, it's gorgeous out there right now. It's actually kind of getting hot, which is fantastic. So that's a huge plus, and we want to go out, we want to be in it, we want to do things. So that inevitably means that I will be having less time to do all of this. But my hope is that I can still maintain some connection here. You know, 1 to 2 videos hopefully per week is what I will hopefully get done each week. But there's that. Joy King, hello. I'm so glad that you were able to find, or, you know, catch me live. There have been lots of different ideas pumping through my brain for the past, I don't know how long. I've got a list a mile long, it feels like, and that is hyperbolic, of different things. And I find myself with 1,012 ideas when I'm doing things that I can't, you know, actively act on those ideas. Like, you know, in the middle of cleaning or cooking a different food item, or, you know, working on laundry, or, you know, taking a shower. There's always ideas infiltrating my brain, and so I try to write them down, and I'm not able to get through all of them. I have to sort of prioritize what matters and what I need to just back off of. And so that is probably a decent enough segue to say that this week it'll be this live stream and probably not much else. It's a very busy week for us. We've got dance recitals and writing lessons and family and home group and just all kinds of things happening this week. So it's not going to be a consistent week. And the fact that I had a failed recipe video. And I was really looking forward to it because I thought, oh, this will be great. My idea was just cooking in my brain. I was using the Perfect Keto strawberry collagen. I stinking love strawberry. It's my favorite. So I was using this. I was using vanilla MCT oil powder in my recipe. It was kind of like keto, like perfect keto centric for the recipe to sort of show how I do use my products, but like in fun and different ways. Because sure, I can just easily add this to some water and drink it, or some coconut milk and drink that. But it's also fun to add to a variety of different things. So I thought I really had something, and it flopped. But this is the last day of the Memorial Day sale with Perfect Keto. So if you have a desire to stock up with the up to 40% off sale, this is our last day, our last opportunity. I already actually got my Perfect Keto order that I have put away in my storage space for you know, like rotating through the different products that we use. So they ship fast, which I personally love. And yeah, I was really hoping that recipe would have turned out, but it was so many problems with it. So, and it wasn't anything to do with like the Perfect Keto stuff. It was the other things that I added and that I attempted to do, and there were some weird texture things happening based on, it was like a layered dessert situation. So my crispity crunchity kind of layer kind of did some weird things. My gelatin layers did some things, and it just, the chemistry was off on it. So, okay, I've pontificated about that long enough. I do hope to finish editing that one video about, like, you know, unboxing things or showing you things that I've recently acquired that are keto friendly. And that's, yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some time editing that. And I will get to it. I will get to it. And there are some different things that some people have sent me that I'm like super jazzed about. Like namely, Keto Cracked. Have y'all tried the Keto Cracked? I'm actually gonna have this as a little afternoon treat. They are not an everyday treat, but oh my goodness, I do rather love them. This one is the strawberry Butterfinger, basically, like their take on a Butterfinger. It's so good. Forgive me for eating on camera, but that is good. That is good. I also have some decaf coffee here that I put chocolate element in. I got my chocolate salt right there. I do still have a coupon code, or like a code with Element, to get a free sample pack with it if you use my link, but I'm not being sponsored by them anymore. They, you know, like we had our sponsorship and it is done. So, but that link still works, and that's how I actually order my own, because I buy my own. And I always make sure to put my link in specifically so that I can get that free sample pack in it. They do have grapefruit out right now, and I'm like hard debating, do I go ahead and get like another pack of 4 and get a couple of grapefruits, because everybody touts how great grapefruit is, and I'm like, do I not? I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence with that, but anyway, and there are tons of other sales that are happening. I know FORACARE is the blood glucose and ketone monitor that I use, and they also do uric acid and total cholesterol strips, so it's like a 4-in-1 system. They're actually doing a sale this weekend as well. I don't remember if it was like a 15 or a 20% off. It's hard to keep track of all these things. There are always so many really good sales right now. I mean, like, ultimately today is about remembering and really trying to refocus, like the whole reason why we even have the opportunity to experience freedom is because people have sacrificed their lives for that. And I think often we take that for granted. And so the whole point is to remember and not forget those who have fallen in the line of duty. And it's just slowly morphed into this thing where it's like, okay, so that is the purpose behind it. And then there's lots of like, the cookouts and celebrations of that, but it slowly just becomes let's just have a bunch of sales. And it's really hard because I also appreciate good sales, and it just like, it's like an opportunity for people to save more money and have like a reason for it, like have a reason for a sale, which does make it kind of hard because it kind of conflates two ideas that are not really, I don't know, related. I mean, I suppose one could make the extended argument that the fact that they even have sales means that we have, the freedom to start businesses and be able to offer, goods and services to those in a way that, maybe other places cannot. So, I mean, like, it's a stretch though, right? But I also really like to save the money because spending full price on a lot of these things it's really hard. And while none of these things are absolutely necessary for a life, and it's not absolutely required for a keto way of life, they are things that make it a little bit more enjoyable or a little more interesting. And they're a way to like treat people, like with the keto cracked. That is not an everyday occurrence. That is a specialty kind of an item. So it's one of those things where it's like, getting to enjoy those things is amazing, and yay that we have the freedoms to do so, and yay that companies are willing to give us a discount on it. But let's not conflate the idea of a sale with like remembering people who have sacrificed all so that we can have freedoms. So I don't know. It's one of those things where if I think about it really long and hard, I get kind of all over the place, and it's a struggle in my brain. It's a struggle. So there is that. And then there's one other thing, Keto Chow. I don't know if you're familiar, but I have been fully converted to the Keto Chow. My husband loves Keto Chow. It's so good. I don't know what kind of incredible magic, I don't have any other word for it, that Chris and Miriam have in order to create this product, but it is a fantastic meal replacement product. They have been running a bit of a Memorial Day sale type of a special, where if you order the My Chow box on your like it's a subscription service, right? So you can order the My Chow box, and you can choose to do it like you choose your own stuff, where you can get like, what is it, 15% off of the My Chow box that you get to select the flavors, or you can go with the surprise version of the My Chow box where they choose for you and you get 20% off of the things in the box. I got that one. That I like the surprise factor, and they sent me this giant bag of raspberry cheesecake, which is like, what? That is so awesome. I stinking love this one. Although it's got to be like number 3, to be honest, because blueberry pie is my number 2. And then Keto Chow Core with stevia, that's my number 1. That is hands down my absolute favorite. Everybody else's, like everybody's tastes vary, right? Keto Chow Core is the business, in my opinion. So, but right now with Keto Chow, what they're doing, today is I think the last day for this, but you can get $25 credit or store credit once you have your second month of the My Chow box ship. So they're giving you $25 back basically to use on Keto Chow if you have the My Chow subscription thing. And the thing I like about it is the fact that the surprise one means you don't have to make the decisions. You don't have to decide, okay, I need to have this many of this and da, da, da. It's a totally random thing. And you make that decision once, and all of a sudden you get all the deliciousness of Keto Chow. And they also like do the little recipe cards. And I'm a recipe creator of sorts, not very good at it very often, but I do like to create them myself. And so it's kind of nice whenever there's somebody who's already gone through the work and the trials and the testings and all that stuff and found something that tastes amazing and works consistently, to be able to offer that up as an option with the keto chow. So there is that as well. And I really want to take another bite of this thing because it is very tasty. Oh, it matches my shirt. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But also I don't want to sit there and crunch. I don't want to crunch candy on on the live stream. So I'm struggling. In other news, we had an exceptionally busy last week. We did a youth all-nighter at our church that I was one of the adult chaperones for. And one of the things that I am 100% sold on is the fact that sleep deprivation is heinous torture. I survived the night really well overall, but it's the fallout of the following like 48 hours or more where you have to recuperate from the sleep deprivation. And yeah, there's a reason why so many people, when they start out on a health quest, when they start, changing up the foods that they eat, and then they start to realize like, okay, food is a big piece of this, but then also there are other habits that I need to modify to really reap the best benefit from eating better. And sleep is one of those that people are constantly encouraging us to make sure that we get enough of. And I tell you what, you ever want to know what somebody looks like I don't know, what their worst possible selves could look like? Sleep deprive them. I mean, look at young mothers. The sleep deprived of the sleep deprived, and they struggle hard. So sleep matters, and trying to catch up on sleep is not a real thing. Like there's what is his name? His name is Sean Stevenson, and he has a podcast. Dagnabbit, what is it called? It used to be called the Sean Stevenson Show. I don't know if it still is. Maybe it is. I don't know. He has a lot of information on his podcast about sleep and the different things like that are required from sleep and all that. So I don't have any details or specifics because I'm still in recovery mode after having been sleep deprived. And so hopefully any of this like that I'm saying makes sense. But one of the points that he did make on that podcast was the fact that you cannot catch up on sleep. So like if you go throughout the entire work week and deprive yourself of sleep, like you're just like, I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier, I'm going to go to bed a little bit later, I'm going to just keep pushing, and then I'll just sleep in on Saturday and Sunday. Like that tiny amount of extra sleep is not sufficient to recuperate what you've lost throughout the week. And I remember him saying something to the effect like it's an exponential amount of sleep that you have to have. Like you have to sleep exponentially more in order to recover from that sleep deprivation. So really, you can't compensate for poor sleep. And it's one of those things where when I was in my early 30s and my mid 30s, like I kind of saw it. I kind of did a little bit when I was in my 20s. I didn't really notice it at all. But now that I'm like pushing 40, I'm like, yeah, the recovery process, even with eating a healthful diet, even with trying to get some intentional exercise every day, like, well, maybe not every day. After the sleep in or the lock-in thing, it was like Saturday was a bust. Sunday yesterday was a bust, and my hope is today I can get back on my walking routine. But having those things it just matters so much, and I totally lost my train of thought. Bless. Anyway, sleep matters. I'm trying to pump out a few videos, but it's not really going well for me. So I thought I would do this live stream, and I hope to put out a video where I show you some of the things that I've acquired over the past several weeks. Pushing into a month now because KetoCon has been done for a month and a week now. Whoa, that's weird to think about. I just like that you just saw that happen in real time. Be blessed. So anyway, but I also didn't want to leave you all hanging. That's a better word. Words are hard still. Yeah, all of that to say, I have links down in my description box below for the things, for the Perfect Keto sale. Today is the last day for Keto Chow, and Element is in there. Keto Cracked is down there. Like I've got lots and lots of different affiliate links down there that does, it does give me a tiny bit of commission, and it never raises the price for y'all's purchasing situations. And it's just a way to support my channel and, and still actually get something that you may want or need out of the deal. The whole like concept of Patreon and the memberships here on YouTube, like I understand the concepts and everything like that, but I'm one of those people where like I want to feel like I've got something tangible to, if I want to support somebody, I want something tangible in return for that. And using people's affiliate links, whether it's mine or whether it's somebody else's on social media, that is a way to benefit yourself as well as benefiting the creators that you appreciate. So anyway, tell a military family that you appreciate the sacrifices they have made today and every day. I don't think that we spend enough time and energy remembering people who have made these sacrifices. And I think that 3 measly days, Memorial Day, Labor Day, and Veterans Day, I think those 3 measly little days are insufficient to be able to fully appreciate what these men and women do for our country, and thank them, because if it weren't for them, we would not have the country and the freedoms that we have. So, okay, that's it. I will see y'all later, I hope.